Hello people, this is Sakshi. Welcome and welcome back to the channel Pianisticious. For those who are new here, I am a first year BSc Nursing student at GMC Bhopal. So in today's video, we will be studying the class 11 chapter number 8 of Biology NCERT book, which is the cell, the unit of life. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below as I make videos related to your preparation as well as the nursing life. So now, without any further delay, let's get started. Starting with the scientist again. So the scientist who is mentioned before this chapter is G.N. Ramachandran. He was born in 8th of October 1922 and he was fond of protein structures mainly. His father was a mathematics professor, and this is the point where he got interest in mathematics too. After that, he completed his BSc honors, after which he completed his PhD at the time of 1949 by the Cambridge University, and that is the point where he got to know or where he is influenced by the other person, which is Linnaeus Pauling. He was deeply influenced by his models of alpha helix and beta pleats, and this is directed to his attention towards the structure of collagen fibers. He was the founder of Madras School of Conformational Analysis of Biopolymers, after which he discovered the triple helical structure of collagen, and this was published in 1954 in Nature. After which the conformational analysis was given by the Ramachandran plot. His discovery of triple helical structure or the Ramachandran plot was the outstanding or the most outstanding contributions in the section of structural biology. At the age of 78, Ramachandran or G.N. Ramachandran died on 7th of April in 2001. So this was the summary of the scientist before the chapter which we will be studying nextly. This is the cell, the unit of life. So the question is, what differentiates a living organism from a non-living organism? These are cells. Cells are the main structural and functional unit of life which makes a organism living. Means हर वो organism जो कि living है contains cells. So in this chapter we will be studying the cell, its modifications, its different type of organelles, what are the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. So starting with what is cell. The organisms which contain only one cell are known as unicellular organism. ये ऑर्गेनिज्म अपने एग्जिस्टेंस के लिए इंडिपेंडेंट है, प्लस ये इन्हें जो भी फंक्शंस करने होते हैं ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ उसकी एक सेल से कंप्लीट किए जाते हैं. So starting में we will be discussing only the important points in this summary, and I will also be sharing the extra information related to this chapter. So starting करते हैं कि in the starting Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the first who saw and first described the cell. After which रॉबर्ट ब्राउन जो है उनने डिस्कवर किया था न्यूक्लियस का. आफ्टर विच द डिस्कवरी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप revealed all the structural and basic details of the cell. In 1838, a botanist named Matthew Sheldon was started examining all these plant cells and all these plants and its different types, and he discovered the cells and tissues in the plant section. At the same time, in 1839, Theodor Schwann, a famous zoologist, started to examine the animal cells. So Schwann discovered and reported that the cell has thin outer layer which is now known as the plasma membrane. After which he also concluded, based on his studies on plant tissues, that the presence of cell wall is the unique characteristics of plants. So उसने बताया कि एक थिन लेयर प्रेजेंट होती है इन द एनिमल सेल्स विच इज़ नोन एज द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन नाउ, और प्लांट्स के पास एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक प्रॉपर्टी होती है विच इज़ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ सेल वॉल. Schwann also proposed a hypothesis that the bodies of animal and plants are composed of cells and products of cells. After which Sheldon and Schwann together studied all these things and proposed some of the theories too. They together formulated the cell theory, but the theory did not explain anything about how the cell is formed or how the cell divides itself. So Rudolf Virchow in 1855 given this theory and explained that all these cells and new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells, which is hominis cellula e cellula. सो विच डिस्कवर्स और विच एक्सप्लेन्स कि एवरी सेल्स मतलब कि हर सेल्स उसकी प्री एग्जिस्टिंग सेल से फॉर्म हुई होती है. आफ्टर विच ही मॉडिफाइड द हाइपोथेसिस of Sheldon and Schwann to give the cell theory. So mainly the cell theory was given by Rudolf Virchow. So what he concluded in the cell theory is 2 points, which is the first point is that all organism or all the living organism are made up of cells and its products. मतलब कि हर organism जो living है is made up of cells और cells are the building block of that living organism or they are made of group of or the products of cells. In the second point, he has mentioned that all these cells are originated from the pre-existing cells. हर एक नई सेल का ओरिजिन उसकी प्री एग्जिस्टिंग सेल से होता है. सो नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द ओवरव्यू ऑफ सेल. सो द सेल हैविंग द मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड न्यूक्लियाई आर नोन एज यूकैरियोटिक सेल, whereas the prokaryotic cell doesn't contain any type of membrane bound structure or nuclei. So the dense membrane bound structure, which is known as nucleus, contains chromosomes which contains the genetic material which is DNA. So mainly हर एक dense membrane bound structure के अंदर एक nucleus present होता है और वो nucleus एक organism के genetic material को contain करता है which is here DNA. So the cells having membrane bound nuclei are known as eukaryotes, whereas those lack the membrane bound structure are known as prokaryotes. Pro means primitive and eukaryote means nuclei. So before nuclei are known as prokaryotes and after the nuclei or the membrane bound structure is developed, it is known as eukaryote. After which in prokaryotes and eukaryotes both semi-fluid matrix is present which is known as cytoplasm. उसके बाद it is the section where all the cellular activities occur. So in every eukaryotic cell there are also different membrane bound structures known as organelles like ERs or which is the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, etc. The animal cell also contains some exceptional cells which are non-membrane too. These are centrosomes. Centrosomes help in the cell division. So now we will see that cells are present in different kind of shapes and sizes. So the smallest cell is known as mycoplasma, which is the smallest cell. So after which comes the different type of shapes and cells that are given in this NCERT book. मेनली आपको ध्यान रखना है कि आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ इनके शेप्स को नहीं देखेंगे जबकि हर एक शेप का एक एग्जाम्पल भी याद रखें. Now the first shape that is given in the book are the oval and the round shaped structures that are known as red blood cells. These are biconcave in shape and they lack nucleus as well as mitochondria. They lack nucleus for increasing in the surface area and increasing and carrying the oxygen capacity. मतलब कि RBCs में ना ही न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट होता है ना ही माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया प्रेजेंट होता है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द अब्सेंस ऑफ न्यूक्लियस ये खुद से डिवाइड या रेप्लिकेट नहीं हो सकती हैं. आफ्टर विच द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल इज WBCs विच इज़ द अमीबॉइड शेप. Then the example comes about the long and narrow shaped cells which are known as columnar epithelial cells. और अगर हम squamous epithelial cells की बात करते हैं so they are called the pavement cells. This is also not mentioned in the NCERT, so please note down it. So then do you know what is the longest cell in our human body? That is the longest nerve cell in our human body is vagus. Vagus is the widest distribution along over the body and in the autonomous nervous system. So हमारी human body की सबसे longest nerve cell का नाम है vagus, VAGUS. So please note down it that too. After which we will see that there is a branched and long structure which is the nerve cell. After which a elongated cell which is trachea is mentioned, and then the mesophyll cells which are round and oval in shape. So सबसे पहले ही सबसे smallest cell है माइकोप्लाज्मा. उसके बाद आता है बैक्टीरिया. सो इफ वी कम कि व्हाट इज द लार्जेस्ट सेल, सो द एग्जांपल ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट सेल इज एन ऑस्ट्रिच एग. Now let's discuss about the prokaryotic cells. So now prokaryotic cells will be only unicellular और छोटी होने के कारण ये जल्दी से rapid growth करती है और they are divided very rapidly than the eukaryotic cells. Mainly bacteria or mainly the prokaryotic cells are represented by the bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma और PPLO. Remember to note down the full form of PPLO, which is pleuropneumonia-like organism. So mainly there is a misnomer कि जो mention किया गया है blue green algae, that is not a algae, that is the example of prokaryotic cells and helps in the fixation of nitrogen in the environment. So the cell walls of these prokaryotic cells are made up of NAG and NAM, which is N-acetyl glucosamine plus N-acetyl muramic acid. After which comes that all these cells have a different kind of structures or outer structures. They have capsule made up of glycocalyx, which helps the bacteria to stick together and cause the disease. After which that comes, they also have pili structures for the attachment that is present in the F positive cells too and contains plasmid too. सो मेनली वी हैव डिस्कस्ड कि छोटी होती है, इस कारण ये ज़्यादा रैपिड ग्रोथ करती है. आफ्टर विच वी हैव सीन कि ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गी एक मिसनोमर है. उसके बाद हमने देखा कि सेल वॉल जो है मेनली नैग और नैम से फॉर्म की जाती है और इनके पास इनके अटैचमेंट के लिए कुछ स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जिनको हम लोग पिलाई भी बोलते हैं. दीज पॉइंट्स आर ऑल्सो नॉट मैंशन इन NCERT, सो प्लीज़ नोट डाउन दैम. After which no cell have defined nucleus in the prokaryotic cells or genetic material is naked. After उसके बाद हम देखेंगे कि there are no nuclear membrane. Many of them have similar structures or the similar DNA that is known as plasmid. और उसके बाद हम देखेंगे कि ये cells जो हैं resistant होती हैं antibiotics के. Remember that out of all these organelles, हर cell organelles के अलावा there is a exception कि ribosomes prokaryotes plus eukaryotes में present होता है. After which we will see कि प्रोकैरियोट्स के पास इंक्लूजन्स के फॉर्म में एक स्पेशल और डिस्टिंक्ट कैरेक्टर होता है. मेनली दे हैव अ डिफरेंशिएटेड सेल मेम्ब्रेन विच इज कॉल्ड द मीजोसोम एंड इट इज़ द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ प्रोकैरियोट्स. दे आर एसेंशियल और द इनफोल्डिंग सेल मेम्ब्रेन दैट आर नोन एज द मीजोसोम. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस द सेल एनवेलप एंड इट्स मॉडिफिकेशन. सारी प्रोकैरियोटिक सेल्स जो हैं कुछ कॉम्प्लेक्स एनवेलप से फॉर्म हुई होती है. ऑल दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर्स कंसिस्ट ऑफ 3 different types of layers that are firstly the outermost layer is the glycocalyx layer, then between is the cell wall and in the last they have the plasma membrane too. ये तीनों लेयर्स साथ मिलके एक प्रोटेक्टिव यूनिट फॉर्म करती हैं इन द प्रोकैरियोट्स. नाउ वी विल सी दैट मेनली द बैक्टीरियाज आर क्लासिफाइड इनटू 2 different types which are shown by the staining process. These are the gram-negative and the gram-positive bacteria. All the bacteria are grouped or classified into 2 different types on the basis of staining process. They are grouped as gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria will get stained with the primary stain, whereas the gram-negative bacteria will be unstained in the last as they will be decolorized. Now the outer layer, which is the glycocalyx layer, is again divide them into 2 different types. When firstly the glycocalyx layer is forming a loose sheath, they are known as the slime mold, and when it is the hard covering, they are known as the capsule. So mainly the mesosomes extension membranes will develop into the vesicles, tubules and lamella, and the mesosomes or the extensions of plasma membrane also helps in the cell wall formation, DNA replication, distribution to the daughter cell and the respiration and secretion processes too. के बाद हम देखेंगे कि कुछ बैक्टीरियाज के पास मोटाइल स्ट्रक्चर्स भी प्रेजेंट होते हैं. They have the thin filamentous extensions composed of flagellas. Then the bacterial flagellum is composed of 3 different parts which are filament, hook and basal body. After which we will see that bacteria also contain some motile structures, as some of the bacteria are motile too, so they contain the filaments too. After which the bacteria have also a long cubular structure known as pili, and they are the special protein structures, and the fimbriae that are known as that are a small bristle-like structure which will be also help in the sprouting of the cells or in the movement, which will help it to easily get attached to different things or to the different rocks. After which now let's discuss about the ribosomes and the inclusion bodies. मेनली राइबोसोम्स जो हैं प्रोकैरियोट्स और यूकैरियोट्स दोनों में प्रेजेंट होते हैं, एंड दे आर द नॉन मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड स्ट्रक्चर. राइबोसोम्स वेरी इन 15 to 20 nm इन साइज, और ये 2 टाइप्स की सब यूनिट से बने हुए होते हैं. इन द प्रोकैरियोट्स दे आर ऑफ 70s which is made up of 50 plus 30s सब यूनिट्स which will make the sum total of 70s units or the ribosomal unit. नोट दैट कि यहाँ पे 50 प्लस 30 का मेन सम होता है 80, बट वी कॉल्ड इज अ 70s यूनिट. And in the eukaryotes this is a 60 or 40 units which make the sum total of 100 actually, but we will see this, or we will say that the 80s subunit. So after which we will see that when the ribosomes attach to each other and form a chain like structure, they are known as polyribosomes or polysomes. राइबोसोम्स आर मेनली प्रोटीन सिंथेसिंग साइट. अगर वो सेल के फॉर्म में अटैच हो जाए तो उन्हें हम लोग पॉलीसोम या पॉलीराइबोसोम बोलेंगे. दे हेल्प इन द ट्रांसलेशन और द ट्रांसलेशन प्रोसेस ऑफ mRNA इनटू प्रोटीन्स एंड दे आर मेड अप ऑफ 2 सब यूनिट्स. अगर ये प्रोकैरियोट्स हैं तो वी विल सी दैट दे आर मेड अप ऑफ 2 सब यूनिट्स विच आर 50s प्लस 30s, दैट इज नोन एज 70s in total. After which we will see that some of them also have the inclusion bodies which are the reserved material forms in the prokaryotes and not bounded by any membrane, and they are free in cytoplasm too. So now we will be discussing the eukaryotic cells in the next video, and also be discussing all the cell organelles and the chromosomes and its different types in the next video too. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. This is Sakshi. That's all for today, and I will catch you in the next video.